Hey guys, Miss O'Donnell here. Today we are going to talk about multiplying polynomials. Let's get that out of the way. So we're going to multiply polynomials. You want to have a calculator. You probably want to have pencil and paper as well. Our goals are simplifying polynomials using multiplication. And what we're going to do is we're going to flash back to sort of 5th grade where you were multiplying using area models. Even younger than that, you probably used like tiles to create the area. And then in like 5th grade, you probably started using just sort of drawing a rectangle. Because we know the area of a rectangle is length by width, right? Length times width gives us the area inside of that rectangle. So we can use that idea to help us with our multiplication, right? Because that's what multiplication is doing. It's giving us that area inside, okay? So 27 by 4, what we're going to do is we're going to take 4 and we're going to multiply by 20 plus 7. I'm going to break the number 27 down by its place value. Okay, so I know 20 plus 7 is another way to rewrite 27. And I'm actually going to draw a line down the middle here to kind of help me remember that those are really, I'm finding 2 separate areas. I'm finding the area of 4 by 20, right, which I know is going to be 80. And I'm finding the area of 4 by 7, which is going to give me 28. And then to find the total area, I just add 80 plus 28, right? And that gives me 108, right? And you would use whatever label, units, square units, feet, square feet. You would use whatever label, depending on the units, okay? So this is a fast way for us to do our multiplication in our head of larger and larger numbers, right? Okay, so let's look at another example here. So now we're going to look at an example of multiplying 41 by 17. And again, I'm going to make an area model. So I'm going to make my box. I'm going to split 41 into 40 and the number 1. And I'm going to split 17 into 10 and 7, right? So, and then I'm going to make smaller rectangles. So I'm multiplying just those, right? So 40 times 10, that's going to give us 400. 1 times 10 is 10. 40 times 7, let's see here, 4 times 7 is 28. Tack a 0 on. And 1 times 7 is 7. And to get my area of the whole figure, I'm going to add those all up, right? So 400 plus 280 plus 10 plus 7, right? So let's see here, that's going to give me 7, 8 and 1 is 9, 4 and 2 is 6. So 697 square units, okay? Now again, this 41 times 17 would be really difficult for me to do in my head, but using the area model and using what I know about place value, it actually wasn't so bad. All right, so let's take a look at how this applies to things that we've already learned. We already know the distributive property, right? If I have 4 on the outside of parentheses times x plus 3, or the quantity of x plus 3 inside parentheses, I know that that means I have 4 groups of x plus 3, right? So I have 1, 2, 3, and then 1 more, which means I have 4 x's and I have 4 groups of 3, which is what gives me that 4x plus 12. We can also do our distributive property using an area model, okay? So just like we did before, I can create a box where I have 4 is one side and I have x plus 3. I can split it into 2 separate boxes and I can do the multiplication. 4 times x gives me 4x and 4 times 3 gives me 12. So I have 4x plus 12, okay? So that's one way that you can use area models to help you multiply. It looks like I'm about to run out of time on this video, so I'm going to go ahead and post this one. Stay tuned for part 2.